I'm here with Nico Arauco.
Great being here, sir.
Good to have you. Good to have you. Alright, let's get started with the interview.
Alright.
First question is, who is Nico Arauco?
Nico Arauco is me. Nico Arauco is, at least I like to hope that I'm viewed by other people as a creative individual. And that goes for everything, for music videos, hopefully the way that I act. I hope I'm just different. That's what I want to be.
Alright, let's see. What was the idea you had when you first started Nix TV? What was the goal or the mindset you wanted for Nix TV?
I don't know. I guess I took my humor and my friend's humor and tried to turn it into something and see if other people liked it. Maybe YouTube was good for that. I think the other thing was just, you know, I always wanted to be famous. I always wanted to make movies, and I always wanted people to like the stuff that I came out with. So, with me and my friends putting videos together and stuff, showing our friends, word got around on the internet and between like people in our town and stuff. And yeah, the goal was just to put it out there and see if anybody liked it.
Alright. Now, from where you started, did you imagine that it would get to where it is now? Did you like expect this or know this would happen if you kept going?
Well, there's a part of me that's like, anything I do, if I keep going at it and I have the ambition and I'm putting in the work, things are going to go right. I always believe that about myself. And but I didn't think when I put the first video out that it was going to become what it was. You can't imagine it really, because once it's, you know, you actually get to where you are, you're like, wow, this is awesome. But you know, we didn't blow up, but you know, we have 333,000 video views. We're close to 1 million, and there's how many billion people on Earth? 7 billion. So 1 million is a number. It's definitely a nice number. That's a good chunk of the people on Earth that have seen our stuff. So that's just really cool to me. We're a third of the way to 1 million views, and I think we'll get there within the next few years, honestly, if not in the next year, because we're going to keep pushing, we're going to keep doing that. So, yeah, you can't imagine it, but you can imagine it, but once you actually get to where you are, it's like, wow, it's pretty awesome.
Feeling is undescribable. Gosh. Now, looking back as well, would you change anything? Would you, like, if was there something that you did that you liked, that you wish you did more of, or you should continue it, or was there something you feel that maybe wasn't as good, but you did anyway, that you would go back and change?
Not a lot that I would say that we've done so far that we wouldn't do. I think our skits are fun, and I think the people who hit the subscribe button for Nix TV like the stuff that we come out with. It's cheesy, it's stupid, it's pointless. I think we should do more drive-thrus, because especially right now in my life I don't have a lot of time to do videos, and I'm trying. But the drive-thrus are quick, they don't take long to edit, they don't take long to record, they don't take long to put on YouTube, so
and plus you get
people love them too.
You get that raw reactions.
It's real.
Like, not to say the skits are bad, or the sketches are bad, but you get, especially the people that don't know, they aren't aware that they are in a drive-thru prank.
Yeah.
You get the true nature of how they would react in a regular situation.
Right.
Which is different than a pre-rehearsed sketch.
It's not acted, yeah. That's the awesome thing. It's the same with prank phone calls. It's perfect.
Alright, let's see what else we have next. What's your favorite video of Nix TV? Whether it's on now, whether it got deleted because it's old or copyright issues. What's your favorite video?
I can't pick. There's a lot of drive-thrus that are good. There's a lot of prank phone calls that were hilarious, and a lot of skits that were really good and well put together. So I actually can't pick one. I don't know.
Now, this kind of goes with the last question, but which video was your favorite to record and like edit? From the time you got on set or wherever you were to the time you put it on YouTube, which one would you say was the most fun?
One of the best to make was the Magnalite mock infomercial, because it was a big production. It was us, like, it was a whole bunch of people. We didn't have a script for it. It was just us talking. You were there, obviously, and we were coming up with ideas, and we were like, oh, that's funny, we'll put that in. And we would go, it was like it was improv because it was just, we'd be like, okay, what do you want to do next? And they'd be like, oh, this could happen, and that would be really funny. And then, like, we had a camera guy, and we had a guy who was directing. I did a little bit of directing. Everybody did a little bit of directing, calling the cuts and the action. Then I had to edit it, and I took like an entire day just locked up in my room editing it. And it was like a real production, and it came out like a real production. It was funny.
Yeah, I enjoyed that video. It was really good. Let's see. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Besides yourself, of course.
Well, I like Shay Carl. I like Naltz a lot. I like Ed Bassmaster a lot. Ed Bassmaster is one of my favorite. He's just very creative. He's very funny. He's the kind of comedy that I like to watch, and I like to hope that we can be like that in a way. Then there's some guys who never, like, they didn't blow up on YouTube. I mean, Tom Willett from Feature Man, he's an older man now, but he was actually pretty famous in his time. He was in Hollywood doing a bunch of TV shows and movies and whatnot, and now he has his own YouTube channel. He's a outstanding personality. He's very funny, he's very creative and intelligent, and he puts his stuff out there. I love watching him. I love being friends with him on YouTube. Same with A77 Man. He's not famous yet, but he's working on it. He's blowing up on YouTube. I've seen him become a very popular person with his son Stuntman Luke, and I like watching them. They're people who didn't get famous yet, but you can tell that they will just because of who they are, and I like watching him a lot too. So,
all right. Well, let's step aside from the YouTube a little bit. I know you're involved in some musical things. Would you tell us a little bit about that?
I was in the band Shoot 'Em Down from 2009 until this past year, till about the end of 2011. Kind of fell apart because everybody's going to school and working, and just a lot of other projects that they're working on. Then it's just easier to do a rap project. That's what I'm doing with Kyle now with the Empire Project. Basically, it's easier because we make a beat, we sit down for a couple hours, make a beat, I take the beat home, I write something to it, I come back and record it, it's done. You know, as opposed to the band where you got to orchestrate everybody, get everybody together, practice it until everybody has it down pat, and it's different. So it's easier in that sense, but you know, it's still creative. You have to be creative with it.
Yep. Now, this band Shoot 'Em Down. What kind of music was it?
Everything. Pop, punk, pop rock, classic rock. It's like when you can combine Dan Cordy on guitar, who, you know, the riffs he's coming up with and stuff are very pop punk-ish, and then Kyle's also very pop rock-ish with the drums. And you put all that stuff together, and then you brought in Meatball and you brought in Tom, and they're all bringing their own stuff too, and it's like and combined with my voice, which is kind of classic rock-ish. It was different. It was really different kind of music, at least for me anyway.
Now, this rap group, tell us more about that as well, please.
The Empire Project was, from the very beginning, supposed to be a movement. Me and Kyle are very, sometimes we'll just sit together and be talking about looking at things from a different point of view, and that's the whole point of it, is to try to get people to look at things from a different perspective, and that's everything. Looking at government, you know, the majority of people are looking and saying, you know, everything's right with the government. And that's not necessarily true. Or like looking at death, and people are very upset about death, and I'll try to make songs about how it can be an uplifting thing in a way. As you know, as morbid as that may sound, it's not. It's not. I try to constantly offer you another point of view, and maybe make it a positive point of view. Make it, hey, we can fix this. We can make things better in every way. That's the point me and Kyle try to bring. This is a movement. So.
Alright, so you're on YouTube, you run a rock band, now you're in a rap group. If you could pick three words to describe yourself, what would they be?
We're going to go with original, creative, and different, hopefully. And different could be a bad thing, but different could be a good thing. You got to stand out, you know?
It is what it means, different.
So.
Well, that's about all the questions I have for you. Thanks for coming on and shedding a light onto your life.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure. The Empire Project NJ, youtube.com/The Empire Project NJ, youtube.com/NeeksTV. Hit them up.